it's Katie here. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all having a really lovely week so far. I also hope you're not too sick of seeing Tartosa builds. I'm sure some of you are. But the world is so beautiful and I really wanted to give it a go and try to build something in it. Mediterranean, Italian, whatever you want to call this style. It's not my forte. It's not something I usually build in, and it's not something I'm very comfortable building in, to be honest. But I wanted to try, and overall I'm pretty happy with how the house turned out. Even if it's not 100% Mediterranean looking, I tried my best, and I think it's cute, and it's fun, and yeah, I don't know. I like it. So this house in Tartosa, and I guess if you're not aware, I'm sure most of you are, but The Sims did release a new gameplay pack called My Wedding Stories, I believe. And it does come with a new world called Tartosa. I think it's supposed to be based off of Italy. It's such a beautiful world. It's stunning. If you like new worlds, this is a good pack to get just for that. However, there is some controversy surrounding the pack because the gameplay portion of it, like the actual weddings that it's supposed to upgrade, I guess that they're pretty buggy. It's not something I've experienced because I'm not much of a game player, but it does seem to be affecting pretty much most people from the sounds of it, that they're having a lot of glitches and bugs with the gameplay. So hopefully the Sims team does get everything fixed sooner rather than later, because it's such a beautiful world. I would love for it to be enjoyed by people who do gameplay and not just us builders and people that do casts. This house has one bedroom and one bathroom. So it's pretty small. Unfortunately, the only way to get to the bedroom is through the stairs that are on the outside. I did try to put them on the inside, but unfortunately it wasn't working out with the layouts. I hope that's okay. I imagine Tartosa is a relatively warm climate, so maybe it's not too big of a deal to go outside to get to your bedroom. Of course, if you want to download the house and try to get the stairs inside, feel free, and good luck with that, because I could not figure out a good way to do it. So what I was imagining for this house while I was building it, I imagined that a young couple lives here. And I know that sounds weird looking at the inside that I'm making, because it does seem to be a little older looking. But here's my thought, is that the house belonged to someone's, like maybe like a grandma or something, and I imagine that the grandchild who inherits it, perhaps she was living overseas, maybe she was off adventuring in San Myshuno or something, and she gets word that her grandma's ill, so she goes back home to Tartosa. Unfortunately, her grandma passes away and leaves the house to her. So I imagine like this is what she was left, like the exact state, the exact condition, the exact furniture, all was her grandma's. I'm also kind of imagining that maybe there's a bit of a conflict going on between her and her partner. Maybe she wants to gut it and rent it out, but the granddaughter wants to like keep it as is and maintain some of grandma's charm because she has a lot of childhood memories associated with it. I don't know. I don't even do gameplay, but here I am making up a whole entire story for this house. Of course, you can move in whoever you want to this home, but that's just kind of who I was imagining living here while I was building it. Again, it would be a good home for someone older, like a single older sim. I mean, really anybody could live here. It's not so much a family home because it's one bedroom, but you could definitely build an add-on if you wanted a second bedroom. Would be pretty easy to upgrade, or not upgrade, but like to expand the second floor and add some more room if you wanted. Yeah, so living room wise, it's a pretty tight little space. I used the fireplace from Cottage Living, just some decor from, there's a few different packs I use, some Dream Home Decorator, some base game with those books and that plants. And then that beautiful flower arrangement is actually from the new pack. I love the flowers that came with it. I mean, some of them are very, very like wedding-y. I don't know that they'd fit in super well in a normal house build unless you like hid them or kind of transformed them. But there are a few that are so pretty, like big over the top arrangements that I'm like, I've been really wanting something like that for my builds. And of course I used that hanging plant from from the Blooming Rooms kit. That's where it's from. I love that. I love that plant. I wish we had, I know we have all the hanging plants from Nifty Knitting, but I wish we had more like of those big overflowing, just really luscious ones. I think those ones are so pretty. In the kitchen, there's a lot of clutter in here. Again, I kind of just based it off of like what my own grandma's kitchen looks like. It's like kind of cluttered up and there's just a lot of stuff hanging around and it's a little bit older looking, but it's nice, it's cute. Of course, I have my lemons. I can't do a build without the lemons. The lemons are my signature. If you don't like the lemons, then I'm sorry, you're not going to like my builds because I put them in every build. It's like an impulse at this point. If I decorate a kitchen and I realize, oh my God, I didn't put my lemons in, I will like go and find a place to put those lemons in. I'm also really sorry if you don't have the pack the lemons come in. You should buy the pack though, just for the lemons, because the lemons are the best. I added some bread as well because I imagine, again, it's like Italy, so I think like bread and pasta and carbs and all the good stuff. I've never been to Italy, unfortunately. Hopefully I'll get to go someday soon when I'm visiting my family in Europe. I would love to go. It looks so beautiful. I actually added in some olive oil as well. It's not on the speed build. It's something I added in afterwards because I was like, Italy, I should probably maybe add some like oil. So that's from the debug, base game debug menu that I added those in. Yeah, and then those pictures, I thought they fit perfectly because there's like a little moped, and I definitely think of mopeds when I think of Italy. If you've ever seen Luca, I won't spoil anything if you haven't seen it. It's one of the more recent Pixar movies. It's so adorable, but I definitely associate mopeds with Italy and with that movie. I wanted to put the sunflowers in too. I think the sunflowers are base game and they're just adorable. The bathroom, I did my best with the layout. It's a little bit awkward. I wanted to fit in a shower. I did fit in a shower. I wanted to fit in a tub, but it just didn't work. So yeah, there's no tub, but there is a shower. Again, I wasn't super worried since this isn't really a family home. You don't need a tub for like the toddlers or anything like that. I also wanted to add in those like kind of like, I don't know, they're kind of kitschy, I guess, those tropical prints, but again, it's something like I imagine my own grandma would have in her bathroom. So I don't know, I thought it was cute for like a grandma home to put some just I don't know, stuff that you, again, like it's not like the best taste, but it makes me think of like a grandma home. And I don't know, I thought it was just like a fun and cute little detail. So yeah, bedroom wise, nothing super fancy, going kind of again with sort of like the grandma theme. I did add a little desk area and computer up here. So if your Sims needs a computer, I did add one in. I wasn't going to at first because I was like, grandma, she might not have a computer, but I was like, you know what, I'll add this like older looking one in because, yeah, I mean, I have one grandma that's a gamer, so she does have a really nice computer, and then my other grandma who barely can function on the internet. I have to help her with so much stuff all the time. So yeah, I did a little compromise kind of like in between my two real life grandmas, what they would like. Cluttered it up though with some of the storage boxes from Dream Home Decorator. I, again, like Those are so useful. I use those in so many of my builds. They just add nice decor without being like, I don't know, just they look realistic, I guess that's what I'm trying to say, or what I want to say. And I appreciate that, you know, there's like just like realistic storage. I don't think they're functional or that they actually do anything, but they look nice and they add some cute little decoration. I had a lot of issues with rugs in this. Yeah, I only used a couple rugs, but I just never could figure out what I wanted to use. I would like pick some that was like, oh no, that's way too modern. And then I'd pick another one and I'm like, no, that's like crusty looking. And like, it's a grandma house, but it's not a crusty grandma house. It's like a cutesy grandma house. So, yeah. Outdoors, I try to make just kind of a fun little space that could be like really relaxing. I used the plants, the pea bushes again. I know they're the pea bushes, but they're cute and they have little hearts on them, so it kind of works out for the Wedding Stories pack. And this pack has some really beautiful pergolas. That pergola is from the new pack and it's so pretty. It's a little bit big for the space, but I really wanted to use it because it's so beautiful. I also added in this little, like a garden, not garden, but like a flower area. I thought it looked kind of cute. Those green planter looking things, I know they're not planters, I'm not sure what else to call them though. Those are base game, I believe. They're from the debug menu. So yeah, if you're new to building, I would highly recommend poking around the debug menu. It's big, it's huge, especially if you have a lot of the packs, but you can find some really, really awesome stuff there. And yeah, those logs, those are new. Those are from the Tartosa Wedding Stories debug menu, and they're so cute. I can see myself using those in so many builds now. But going back to the debug menu, basically the debug menu, if you don't know what it is, it's kind of like an extra hidden menu, so you're not going to see it in your regular, like just what you normally go through. You have to access it through a series of cheats, or you can download mods for it to always be on. And there's just a lot of extra items. Most of the items are not functional. And sometimes they can cause issues with like routing and pathing for your sim. So just be careful where you're using the debug menus if you are going to do gameplay, because yeah, again, it can cause some issues. But for the most part, they're fine. They're super cute. So yeah, it's basically just a ginormous extra menu. Some of them are really pointless and you'll never use them, but a lot of them are so cute, and they're just add some extra decor. If you're bored with the regular menu, definitely go poking around the debug menu. You can find some really cute things. So outdoors, I did add a little fireplace, a little patio area, and a little gardening area. Out here, I also added another little table, and then I added in the gardening, like flower arrangement skill, I think it is, and a couple other pots if you sims want to get out there gardening. I know gardening is a good way to make money, so I think it's a good way to make money. Again, I don't do much gameplay, but I always thought gardening was good, so I usually add in some garden pots in case, you know, you're doing like not rags to riches, but you're making money without having a job, I guess. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this voiceover. I believe that the speed build will be over pretty soon. If you have any questions about the build I didn't cover, feel free to leave a comment. I'll leave as many details about the build in the description box below. I will also leave a link to all my socials if you guys want to follow me on other platforms. And lastly, if you enjoyed this video, I would love for you to leave a like and maybe give me a subscribe if you want to see more. That really helps out my channel and I would greatly appreciate it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the speed build. Have a good one. See you next time. Bye.